Well, speaking of stories,
Okay.
I got to get into this because I'm very curious since this afternoon.
Okay.
A couple of weeks ago, we did a segment where Geoff Tate was interviewed by a 13-year-old DJ on Blog Talk Radio. This kid's name was, what was his first name?
Miles.
Miles-the-shoe-shuman, or miles-the-shoe-shuman.
That's right.
And he has a Blog Talk Radio segment where he's Miles-the-shoe-shuman.
Right.
And apparently, not Rudy, but his brother,
Robert
Sarzo, hooked him up with Geoff Tate to interview him on his Blog Talk Radio show.
Sure he did.
Well, we played some of the segment and kind of commented on it, and we actually gave the kid props for asking a question to Geoff Tate about his relationship with Parker Lundgren, who was his son-in-law at one point.
Sure.
And we gave him props for saying, hey, what is your relationship with Parker, and did you expect Parker to defect the Queensryche camp when you left? And did you, expect that you would work with him? And he basically, Geoff Tate basically tried to shine that question on and go, I don't really want to discuss that, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, we gave the shoe respect for that one.
We did. And for 13 years old, we thought that was a very insightful question. So apparently, the shoe, Miles-the-shoe-shuman,
yes,
reached out to you.
Oh, hold on. I don't want to go there yet.
Okay.
It wasn't the shoe.
Oh, it wasn't the shoe.
I did speak with the shoe this week as well. But the first reach out to me was the shoe's mom.
The mom reached out to you.
Mrs. Shoe.
How did she do that? Did she do it through the Facebook?
Through the Facebook.
Okay, so Miles's mom,
yes,
contacted you or the Classic Metal Show via the Facebook.
Correct. Her name is Kimmy.
Okay, Kimmy, is it like Kimmie or K?
That is I-E.
I-E. Kimmie. Kimmy.
Yeah, I won't give her last name because I don't want to do that.
It's Schumann, isn't it?
I won't give her last name.
Kimmy Schumann.
I won't give her last name.
Okay, Mrs. Shoe.
Kimmy the Shoe.
Kimmy the Shoe. Okay, Kimmy the Shoe reached out to you.
Yes.
Or basically the Classic Metal Show, but since I don't monitor the Facebook, you received this message from Kimmy the Shoe.
Kimmy the Shoe.
Okay, and she reached out to you, why?
To let us know what her opinion was of our review of Miles the Shoe.
Okay, so she just, basically unsolicited, she reached out to the CMS via the Facebook to say, hey, you guys.
You ready?
Go.
It says, hi, boys. So, shredding the shoe.
Shredding? I actually thought we were very complimentary, to be honest with you.
13-year-old with a lisp sounds better than being fat and ugly old guys cyberbullying 13-year-olds.
Okay.
You guys sound so stupid.
Okay.
That's the end of her message.
That was it?
That was it. But, it gets more. Because me, who's never one to just ignore.
Yes.
I, of course, had to answer.
Okay.
So here's my answer. I said, ha, ha, ha. Wow, the feelings are definitely hurt now. I guess we'd better quit. I guess you missed the part where we gave the shoe credit for tough questions and said that he'll probably end up becoming pretty good at radio. But you're right. How dare we actually judge what we hear in a public broadcast? Instead, we should fill him with false expectation that he's great Kiss his ass and let the excuse of age outweigh the performance. Good call there, Kimmy.
Wow. Well, that's very accurate, though.
I think so.
I think that's very accurate.
That was, my thought was that was right on.
I'm going to agree with you there, and not because you're my partner, but that is true. That's absolutely true.
So Kimmy, of course, responded, "We're good. I'm at Bass Player Live with him right now. As a mom, I'm proud. I had a lisp too, as I told Miles, but no one ever called me gay. You're giving him great experience. Thanks."
We're giving him great experience?
Yes. So
when does a girl with a lisp ever get labeled as being gay?
No, we said that the shoe sounded gay.
I understand that, but she said she had a lisp, but nobody ever told her she was gay.
Well, it's because having a lisp for a chick is probably hot.
That's my point. At what point does a chick with a lisp ever be labeled as gay?
I don't think ever.
That's my point.
Unless she's ugly, maybe.
Well, again, even if a chick was gay,
yeah,
more often than not, it's hot.
Yeah, normally, yeah.
That's my point.
Sure.
Two dudes, not so much.
Not really.
Not ever. Two chicks, of course, that's every guy's fantasy, or most guys anyway.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So to hear a chick with a lisp, no one would say, "I bet you she's gay."
No, they'd be like, like it.
Okay. So what a stupid comment.
Okay. Well, I did not respond to that one.
All right.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because fast on the heels of that one, I got an email or another message from Alden the Shoe.
Alden?
Alden, A-L-D-E-N.
That's a guy.
That's a guy.
Okay.
Alden the Shoe.
His name is Alden.
Yes. And Alden the Shoe would be the Shoe's brother.
Okay, so this Kimmy named her kids Alden and Miles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
It's upper crust. Would you like to hear what Alden
I would love to hear what Alden's take is on this.
All right. Here's Alden's take. Hey, fuckers.
Wow, he right out the gate, he called you fuckers.
Yes, well, you too.
All right.
It's plural.
Okay.
How does it feel to have a 13-year-old be worlds more successful than you?
And what does he base that on?
I don't know.
Okay.
You only say that stuff because you were pissed that Geoff Tate wouldn't come on your half-ass show.
What are you talking about? Geoff Tate has been on the Classic Metal Show 20 times over 18 years. 20 times.
Would you like some more?
Okay, please.
Maybe you don't say shit about someone who just came back from a red carpet event with Geezer Butler from Black Sabbath.
Who? Who is he making reference to?
The Shoe.
The Shoe?
As Kimmy told us, the Shoe was at Bass Player Live.
Oh, okay. But I've had Geezer on the show. And I've met him in person.
I think you'll like my response then.
Okay.
Maybe don't say shit about someone. Oh, I already did that one. He may be on Blog Talk Radio, but it's one of the #1 shows on the site.
It is?
Even if it is. Okay.
Okay.
He's had over 40 rock stars on it.
Yeah, well, we've had close to 1,000 on ours.
You may not come in ahead of him in radio show ratings, but if ratings were based on body mass, you'd win.
Okay.
I love the fat jokes. They're always good.
Yeah, I know, but personal attacks.
Yeah.
All right.
Miles doesn't know I'm sending this right now, but I think I needed to do this because you guys are pathetic pieces of shit.
Now I'm feeling bad.
Do you feel bad?
I do. I really do.
Okay. Would you like to hear my response?
I would love to hear your response.
All right. Ha ha ha. And yet you are so hurt that you have to respond. I guess, much like Kimmy, who also responded, the fact that we gave him props at the end was missed. I guess the fact that we said he'll probably become quite good at this was also missed. Fair enough. Geoff Tate has been on the Classic Metal Show at least 15 times, including 2 times in the last year. Next paragraph. Buying a ticket to Bass Player Live doesn't really constitute much. Geezer has also been on the Classic Metal Show, and as has literally every band from Metallica, Priest, Deep Purple, Pantera, on down. As far as ratings, there are no ratings in internet radio. I do know about regular radio, though, where I was #1 in a top 25 market for 15 years doing a show. I also know very well that there are no ratings in satellite radio, where we have had an offer to take the Classic Metal Show should we decide to. I get it. You feel the need to protect your relative. Good on you for that. Here's something you may want to remember. In radio, TV, and movies, the harshest criticism is what gains you the most audience and attention. Reacting to it shows weakness. I'm sure Miles could potentially have a future in radio if that's what he wants to do. But if his family is going to criticize anyone that speaks out against what he does, no matter how harsh the evaluation, his run will be short-lived. Oh, and the fat joke slam, very painful. Ha 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 ha. Be well, Alden. Good luck to Miles.
Okay. Wow. You've been a busy guy this week.
I have.
Gee, really?
So, of course, Alden responded.
All right. What does Alden have to say in what? Well, hang on a minute.
All right.
I have to play the appropriate bumper here.
Okay.
Gotta play this because this is important.
All right.
Where is that damn thing? Damn it!
I'll wait for it.
I'll find it. Let me see here. CMS. Hang on a second. I'll find it. Oh, here we are.
Oh, well, allow me to retort.
Perfect.
There you go. From Alden, you weren't evaluating him on his skills. He's in 8th grade. If you were criticizing his radio show skills, that would be different. You said a 13-year-old was craving 18-year-old cock.
What?
I think I did say that.
Did you say that?
I think I might have.
What, in what context was that?
When we were talking about his lisp.
Well, where does that go with 18-year-old cock?
I don't remember exactly what it was, but there was something about, we said the lisp might not have been a lisp. It just might have been that he was gay.
Okay, I remember that part.
And then I made some comments about, his craving 18.
Okay.
I'm sure I said that.
All right. Well, regardless. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's not okay for someone your age to say.
That's not okay?
Nope.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, wait a minute. Is this like one of those crossing the line things?
I think we crossed Alden's line.
Okay.
Say all you want about him as a host, but calling him gay is totally uncalled for. He won't be 18 for 5 more years.
Okay.
I hope you guys feel like complete shit and your show gets like 700 views. It's clear you're just jealous. Ha, losers.
Okay. Nathan from Kentucky, just because Miles sucks the dicks of random guys at the truck stops, that doesn't make him gay. His lisp does.
Jesus. It's not very nice.
I know. That's just uncalled for, Nathan.
You've crossed my line.
I
Nathan.
want you to refrain from making such commentary in the Classic Metal Show chat room, which, by the way, you can go chatandkill.com.
Right. So, I did not get a chance to respond to this one either. Or to Kimmy's. You know why? Because next I got a mail from Miles.
Oh, boy. So the whole family is in on this.
Of course.
This is a whole clan thing.
Yep.
Okay.
And I have to say, of the three of them,
Miles was the most mature and professional?
Miles was definitely the most mature.
All right.
From Miles. Are you ready?
Please. I am just actually amazed and stunned by this whole revelation.
Oh, this is great.
You did not share any of this with me at all this week.
Not a word.
So I'm hearing this at the same time our CMS fans are listening.
He writes, Chris and Neely, my brother just let me know he wrote to you guys, and he read it to me too. I want you to know that I am in no way asking him to do this.
Okay, so he's distancing himself from his own brother.
Yes. I was made aware by your show analyzing my interview with Geoff on Saturday.
Now, I wonder how he was made aware.
I'm sure somebody told him.
Okay.
This was just before I went and was press on the red carpet at Bass Player Live. I didn't buy a ticket. Okay, fair enough. I made friends out of rock stars over the past 2 years, and I've been blessed to get over 40 on my show at just age 13.
Okay, well, good for you. I applaud you.
I do too.
All right, there you go.
I don't want to start shit with you guys.
Yeah, well, that's very wise, Miles.
I played the show for some people, and they weren't happy about it at all.
What, our critique?
Our critique.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. They weren't happy about it.
Sure they weren't. As his friends, I wouldn't be either.
Right.
Them writing you is out of my control. I understand it was criticizing my show. That's obviously going to happen in the media and such.
Yes, it is, and you're very wise at 13-year-olds to realize that.
But I thought some of the stuff was a bit out of line, like the 18-year-old cock line.
I got to go back and listen to that because I don't even remember that.
I don't really either, but I'm quite sure since it appears in two different people's emails, it probably was said.
So, of course, that was the line that just crossed it for both of them.
Of course, and you know whose mouth that came out of.
Yeah, it wasn't me, but I'm going to have to listen to that. I got to know what was said.
Yeah. You need to understand that it was the first piece of, in a way, brutal criticism that I've gotten. And for some of that stuff to be said was kind of uncalled for.
Again, uncalled for.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I'll give him. I won't give him. I won't give him uncalled for, but I'll give him that we were pretty hard on some of it. Yeah. But that's fine. You put something out in the public forum, then that's what you get.
Again, you're putting it out for public consumption. Anything and everything could happen to it.
Right. I don't want trouble with you guys.
Of course you don't.
But I thought I needed to write you. I know it was all for the comedy and the media end of it.
Well,
I understand.
All right. So that kid's very wise and very insightful for his age.
Thank you for the very nice few comments given in there, but some of the other stuff was a bit crazy.
Of course it's crazy. It's the Classic Metal Show.
Right. Regards, Miles-the-shoe-shuman.
All right. I'm going to give Miles props. His mom, Kimmy, and his brother, Alden, were...
right?
Whatever. But Miles, 13 years old, Miles, if you're listening, and I know you will, because this is probably going to go up on the Spreaker as a separate segment.
Yep.
I applaud you. And and as the host and the founder of the Classic Metal Show of 18 years, you're more than welcome to be a guest on the show at any time without
Sure.
criticism.
Well, wait, there's more.
Okay.
Don't stop yet, because Miles continues to shine here.
All right.
Miles immediately followed back with, "You also made a good point that my family shouldn't get involved in the criticism I get. It's all a learning experience."
That's right.
So I wrote him back. I said, "All good, Miles. Again, we have no issue with you. We are a shock jock show. That's what we do. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep asking tough questions. It will get you pretty far if you choose to stay with it." Pretty simple, right?
Easy enough.
And he wrote me back, "Thanks, man. I have no problems with you either. I have a protective family, really. I realize you guys have kind of done the same thing with a lot of people, so I don't take it personal."
No, of course not, because we do this with everyone, Miles. It's not just you.
Nope. "You know, I actually listened to it some more. I heard the props you guys gave me. You hit it spot on. I didn't have the balls to just straight up ask the question I was looking for an answer to. I need to be more straight up. What's it gonna hurt? I really only heard enough to hear the part about the gay jokes and stuff in the beginning. It really wasn't that bad throughout. It was kind of constructive criticism in an entertaining way. Thank you for that. And again, I'm sorry that my family got involved."
Well, see, at 13 years old, this kid got it.
He gets it.
He got it.
Yeah.
So I would say, like you said, if he chooses to continue with this, he will do very well.
I think so too.
So for a kid to be that mature at 13 years old and listen to what we said and say, you know what, these guys really weren't making that much fun of me personally. They were being very constructive in their criticism toward what I was doing.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we took some shots early, but that was early when we were establishing it. And let's not forget, he didn't hit the hard question until later. If he came out the box with the hard question, we would have applauded him immediately.
Exactly.
But he didn't. He came out soft, and then he found the hard question.
I agree.
So as soon as he did, we changed directions. We were like, whoa.
Wow.
And I didn't listen back to it, but I remember distinctly when we were doing it, thinking, wow, that kid just came and fucking punched Geoff in the balls.
He did.
And I was like, bravo to you. And I think we both said it.
Exactly.
So, I think the kid could have something eventually. He's got to do it some more. He's got to get his legs under him and get comfortable with asking hard questions and, learn the methodology of how to transition between hard question, soft question, loosen them up, and then hit them again.
Right.
But, I mean, that comes with time.
Right.
13 years old, he's fucking interviewing rock stars. Good for him.
Hey, 40 rock stars compared to 1,000. Good for you.
Yeah, and that's only on the CMS. How many have I interviewed outside the CMS?
Absolutely.
With, Scene and Music's Bottom Line. I'll bet I've interviewed at least 2,000 people, don't you think?
Easily.
So, I've clearly done this a little bit. I mean, not as much as Alden, but...
Right. And to think that the Classic Metal Show has been around 5 years longer than the Shoe has been.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy?
You think we might have a little experience in this?
A little bit. We've done it once or twice. So would you like to hear the final message that came through?
I would love to hear it.
Who would you guess it came from?
Let me see. The Shoe seems very rational and reasonable, and I think he probably got his thoughts out there. So I'm going to go with Kimmy. I think Kimmy may have come back at you.
Kimmy did finally come back.
All right. So I was right?
Yep.
And I knew nothing about this.
No, because I didn't share it.
It was just a guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's what she said. Hi, boys. Thank you for clearing it up with Miles. I was actually quite proud of his brother taking this on. I did not even know he would speak up like that. When all is said and done, this has been a good thing for us. It helped that you coached Miles through all this, and you better believe he's going to a speech therapist.
Holy shit. Look, we changed the life of an entire family.
We did. Oh, well. Point is, you turned this around. Thanks, fellas.
We turned it around.
We turned it around.
No, it was there all along. You chose not to recognize it.
Well, I will say that, I did take the time to actually
Well,
answer
I know, but the thing is you pointed out what was already there.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I will say, which is very, very non-Chris, very different, is that I did not go on the offensive. Like could very well have happened.
Sure.
There has definitely been times where I would take that kind of shit and I would be like, "Rah!"
Yeah.
Fucking really put her in her place. But...
Now, look at Demon in the chat room. This coming from a woman, all right?
Okay.
This bitch needs a big dick in her ass.
How would that make her opinion change?
This is from a woman.
I know. I mean, how would her opinion change, though, by getting a big dick in her ass?
I don't know. I think it would make her more subservient. I don't know.
I think it might make her more cranky.
I don't know.
That sounds awful.
Look at Nathan from Kentucky. Turn the beat around. little Gloria Estefan in the Miami Sound Machine.
All I have to say about this is I'm glad that the shoe is doing what he's doing.
Well, again, we gave him props back then. Our opinion hasn't changed today, although I do have respect for what this 13-year-old is doing. I mean, regardless of what his family did at the onset.
Yeah.
But this kid, and he is a kid at 13 years old, he got it.
How much, and I don't know the answer to this, I'm just going to ask it. What do you want to bet that the minute that the 13-year-old on an 18-year-old cock joke was said, none of them continued listening?
I agree. That's probably where it ended.
None of them heard the props for him at the end.
Right.
I'm not saying that as I pointed out to Kimmy, you know what? I would be fucking uber defensive too. If somebody took a shot at my kid, yeah, I would fucking fight on. I would go after it too, I guess, but I might listen to the whole thing first.
Right. But to turn a potentially negative thing, which is how they portrayed it at the beginning, to, oh, thanks for bolstering my son's career.
Yeah. Well, I hope he does well. He's certainly more than welcome to come on here and, share what he's doing. I would put the shoe on the CMS radio network.
Sure, I would. I would do the same thing. I as long as his audio is cleaned up a little better.
Yeah.
He's on.
I might buy him his headset. I might buy him his headset so he doesn't have to use the fucking phone.
Right.
But, whatever. I just thought the whole thing was really funny. It was a week's worth or 3 days worth of.
Again, I only learned about what was going to be on the show tonight. I knew no details. I didn't know this was going on at all throughout the week.
No, well,
but I'm actually very shocked and surprised, and actually, I don't know. I like you said, very surprised about the whole thing.
It was funny, but every once in a while I can hold something back so that it fucking will play well on the show.
Right. Nathan from Kentucky, rock on shoe boy.
Yeah, I like the shoe.
Again, I had no problem with it. We were just surprised.
Yeah, definitely was surprised when I started getting it from all sides. I was like, all right, this should be good.
Well, I guess my question is how did he discover that we even discussed it in the beginning?
Well, if he ever comes on, we can ask him.
Yeah. All right, miles-the-shoe-shuman, if you're listening to this segment,
yeah,
the invitation is out there. You're more than welcome to come on to the show. And, again, I appreciate the fact that at your very young age that you're mature enough to understand that our criticism is meant to not tear you down as a person, but we were was pleasantly surprised at your ability to take on Geoff Tate and ask him some very tough questions as you did.
And let's just be honest. This show is a comedy show.
It is. It's
We're going to
silliness.
tell jokes. We're going to tell some jokes, you know? Deal with it. Don't assume that everything is a fucking serious slap. It's the biggest thing that we, just like we took a bunch of smack from Alden and from Kimmy and whatever. And it's like, whatever. Okay.
All
got
right.
me. I'm fat. Got it. Yeah.
I guess Michael Butler was right.
Yeah. I guess I should quit now. 20 years learning how to do this shit. I guess I should quit.
Right. Nice.
Oh man. So there it is.
But does make me laugh though that the CMS has been around 5 years longer than the shoe has been in existence.
Of course.
But yet we're amateurs.
Yeah, but we're contemporaries too.
Yeah, we're amateurs.
We are amateurs. We can't even get Geoff Tate on our show.
Yeah. Not that he's been on 20 times in 18 years, you know.
I didn't realize that. I think I said 15. But
I know, but he's been on 20 times in
20?
18 years.
Yeah, I mean, he's been on for every project he's ever done. I know that.
Yeah, he's still, at this point, is still the most frequent guest.
Mm-hmm. He is.
You're just jealous, man.
Sure am.
Yet we have the real Geoff Tate on every week.
Yeah.
Or almost every week, at least.
The real Geoff Tate comes on every week, and Geoff Tate's been on 20 times himself. Geoff Tate has been on literally every week for almost 6 months of show. It's 1/26th of the shoe's life.
Right. So funny.
It is funny.
Well, I appreciated that segment. That was extremely funny.
That was fun.
I enjoyed that.
It's good stuff.
All right, dude. Well, we got like 20 minutes before the end of the show. I'm going to play one song. We'll get into the last segment of the show, and we'll call it a day.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Our good friend Stevie Rochelle was on the show 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And you interviewed him with this whole Rock Harvest thing.
Sure.
And there's been some big news about Rock Harvest and the investigation behind it and so on and so forth.
Right.
So we'll come back, we'll cover that, and then we'll call it a night.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so let's play a Tough tune.
All right.
And let's see here. Where's Tough? Cute, where are you, Tough? Oh, there we are, Tough. Let's play something from... let's play Tied to the Bells.
All right, Tied to the Bells.
You know what that's about, right?
No idea.
It's about a nun being tied to the bells.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay.
It's a sort of a sadistic kind of thing.
Oh, that's Stevie.
Yep. So listen to the words. And then in the morning when you go to church, you can repent for listening to the Classic Metal Show.
Nice.
All right. Well, here's Tough. We'll be right back. We're going to cover the last of the Rock Harvest coverage, as it were.
Right.
And blah, blah, blah. So here it is. It's Tough exclusively here
On your Classic Metal Show.